What constitutes something being a superpower? Maybe you're an avid fantasy reader, fighting dragons in a world of fairies and wizards. Or maybe you're a comic book superhero, saving the world with your superpowers, gifted to you from a genetic experiment gone wrong. Well, we've got real-life humans with superpowers right here. I'm not talking comic book heroes, dragons, to fairies, to wizards. I'm talking about you, armed with the knowledge of today's topic. We are here to talk about ways you can take your qualified plan to the next level with cash balance plans, the superpower of your retirement plan. All right, folks. Today we're diving into what I like to call a superpower in the world of qualified plans, cash balance plans. If you never heard of them before, don't worry. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly why they might be a game changer for businesses and employees alike. So, first things first, what exactly is a cash balance plan? Well, think of it as a hybrid between a 401k and a traditional pension. It's a tax-qualified retirement plan that combines the best of both worlds. The structure and reliability of a defined benefit plan, but with the flexibility and contribution options of a 401k or profit-sharing plan. Contributions can be set by participant or job classification, either as percentage of wages or a fixed dollar amount. But here's the big question. How do you get the money out? Well, cash balance accounts get paid out when the plan terminates, when employment ends, or when you retire. The best part? Just like a 401k, you can roll into an IRA tax-free. From there, you can withdraw funds as needed, only paying taxes on what you take out. And in the unfortunate case of participants passing, federal law ensures that the spouse is the default beneficiary, though other beneficiaries can be named with spousal consent. Another common question I get, how is the money invested? The funds in a cash balance plans are held in a trust, usually managed by the business owners or investment manager. Investments can include stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and even real estate. But unlike a 401k, participants don't get to choose their own investments. Instead, the plan typically credits employees with a fixed interest rate, often around 4%, regardless of market performance. If investments do well, it reduces the company's costs. If they underperform, the company has to cover for the shortfall. That's why cash balance plans are often paired with 401k and profit-sharing plans. Now, if you're an employer, you might be wondering, how much do companies contribute for employees? Usually, when paired with a 401k, the combined employer contribution ranges from 7 to 10% of payroll. But this varies based on the employee group. Employers also have flexibility in deciding contribution levels for different employees. In some cases, certain employees can even be excluded, as long as the plan meets non-discrimination requirements. But what if an employer can't afford contributions one year or an employee leaves? Well, here's some good news. Cash balance plans can be amended to freeze or lower contributions, provided the amendment happens before any employee works 1,000 hours that year. If an employee leaves, their vested account balance is typically available the following year, with the option of an annuity payout, though most people opt for a rollover. One last key point. How are contributions determined? Each year, a pension plan actuary calculates a funding range, and companies can contribute any amount within that range to maximize tax deductions. These contributions have to be made by the business's tax filing deadline, including extensions. Plus, businesses can overfund their plan in a good year, up to 150% of earned benefits, giving them extra tax deductions and flexibility in future years. Vesting is another important factor. Employers can require employees to work 3 years before becoming fully vested. And if someone leaves before that, their unvested funds are forfeited, helping reduce future funding costs for the employer. And finally, how does a cash balance plan work with an existing 401k? Well, they complement each other. By pairing a cash balance plan with a profit-sharing 401k, companies can ensure that the plan benefits both owners and employees while staying compliant with IRS regulations. The 401k portion allows for longer vesting schedules and employee-directed investments, while the cash balance plan helps deliver stable return. So, let's sum it up. Cash balance plans are a powerful retirement savings tool that allows for significantly higher contributions than traditional 401ks. They're company managed, provide a guaranteed return, and offer flexible funding options. If you're a business owner looking for a way to be a superhero for your team, a cash balance plan might be your new best friend. And if you're an employee, understanding how these work can help you make the most of your retirement benefits. That's it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in, and always stay smart with your money.
Securities and investment services offered to qualified registered representatives of MML Investor Services, LLC. Member SIPC, 300 Corporate Parkway, Suite 216 North, Amherst, New York, 14226. Phone number 716-852-1321. The views and opinions expressed are those of the program participants and are not necessarily those of MML Investor Services, LLC. Material is not intended as recommendations appropriate for you. You should strongly consider seeking advice from your own investment professional. Neither MML Investor Services, LLC, nor its subsidiaries, employees, or representatives are authorized to give legal or tax advice. Consult your own personal attorney, legal, or tax counsel for advice on specific legal and tax matters.